Welcome back to another explainer. So today we're tackling a topic that, let's be honest, usually strikes absolute fear into the hearts of even the bravest among us, the Department of Motor Vehicles. But hey, I want you to banish that feeling right now. We're going to treat renewing your state ID not as some bureaucratic nightmare, but as a straightforward, totally winnable quest. By breaking this down into a step-by-step procedural guide, we're going to dispel all that usual dread. Think of this as your personal cheat code to beat the DMV level with maximum efficiency.
All right, I want you to do a little favor for me right now. If your wallet or purse is within arm's reach, grab it. Go ahead, pull out your state ID card and take a really good look at it. Is it about to expire? Or, worse, has it already expired while you just weren't paying attention? Listen, it happens to the best of us. That little piece of plastic is the key to so many of our daily activities, yet we literally never check its expiration date until we absolutely need it. If your date's creeping up, well, you're in exactly the right place. We're going to solve this problem together, right here, right now. Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our roadmap for the explainer today. First, check your expiration date. Second, choose your renewal path. Third, gather your required documents. Fourth, look into the Real ID upgrade. And finally, step 5, pay the fees and wait.
So this macro view right here, this is your overarching blueprint. As you can see, we're really just looking at 5 simple hurdles to clear. That's the whole shebang. You check the date, pick your method, grab your docs, hand over the fee, and get your new ID. See? It's highly manageable when you don't overcomplicate it.
Moving right along to step 1, check that expiration date.
This is the realization phase of your mission, and the absolute secret here is to be proactive. Lots of states actually let you renew your card way before it officially expires. But if you wait too long and that card has been expired for a significant amount of time, a penalty kicks in. And suddenly, boom, you might lose the privilege of renewing from the comfort of your couch. You might be forced to make an actual in-person visit to the DMV, and they'll likely require you to bring additional documents to prove who you are all over again. So yeah, renewing early definitely keeps you in the driver's seat. Next up, step 2, choose your renewal path. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is it's kind of like a choose-your-own-adventure crossroads. We've laid out the 3 distinct options side by side. If you go the online route, your key action is literally just hopping onto your state's DMV website, entering your info, verifying your address, and paying. The final step, you just wait for it in the mail. Easy. Now, the in-person route means you're actually visiting the office, completing the app there, and likely taking a brand new photo. But you do walk out with a temporary ID. Finally, the mail route involves getting the physical form, attaching your documents and your payment, and sending it all off, ultimately getting your new ID by mail. Let's pit the 2 most popular paths directly against each other for a second. Look at the sheer digital ease of the online renewal versus the physical requirements of doing it in person. Online, you're pretty much just typing in your ID number, confirming where you live, and clicking submit. It's totally frictionless. But in person, suddenly you're dealing with scheduling an appointment, filling out physical paperwork, and, making sure you're ready for a brand new photo. It definitely demands a lot more of your time and energy.
Okay, on to step 3. Gather your required documents.
This is your crucial inventory check phase. Please don't let this list overwhelm you. You really just need a few standard items to progress. First off, you need your current state ID. Then, a proof of identity. This is usually going to be your passport or your birth certificate. Next up, your social security number. Then, proof of residency. Think a recent utility bill, a bank statement, or maybe your lease agreement. And finally, depending on your specific status, you might need legal presence documents. Just gather these up before you do anything else, and I promise the rest of the process is an absolute breeze.
Which brings us to step 4, the Real ID upgrade.
I like to think of this as an optional bonus quest that can significantly alter the path you just chose. Now, there's actually a lot of confusion out there about this, so let's define it clearly. A Real ID is an optional, upgraded version of your standard state ID. So why would you want it? Well, moving forward, it's generally required for certain federal purposes, most notably as identification for domestic air travel. If you're planning on flying anywhere within the United States, this upgrade is something you really need to seriously consider. So, the crucial point is this. If you do decide to get this upgrade and secure a Real ID, it changes your game plan entirely. You absolutely must visit the DMV in person. No exceptions. You can't do this entirely online or by mail. Furthermore, it alters your required checklist. While you still need your proof of identity and your social security number, you now have to bring 2 proofs of residency instead of just 1. Basically, you're trading a little bit of convenience right now for an upgraded, travel-ready ID later. And finally, step 5, pay the fees, and wait. We've officially reached the final stage, the boss level of your renewal journey. Now, I can't give you a magic number for what this is going to cost because the financial toll depends entirely on where you live. Renewal fees vary wildly from state to state. But the good news? Payment methods are usually pretty flexible. Depending on your local DMV, you can generally use a credit card, a debit card, cash, a check, or even a money order to clear this final hurdle. And this brilliantly illustrates how your reward phase looks completely different depending on the path you chose earlier. If you renewed online, processing time is usually a swift 7 to 14 days, though. You don't get anything immediately in your hands. If you went by mail, you're definitely in for a longer wait, usually 4 to 6 weeks. But look at that in-person column. The major trade-off for the hassle of physically visiting the DMV is that you get an immediate result. You get a temporary ID on the exact same day, while your permanent card gets mailed to you later.
Listen, if there is one paramount, overarching takeaway you absorb from this entire explainer, let it be this pro tip straight from the source. Always, always check your state's DMV website. State rules literally rule absolutely everything in this process. The exact requirements, the precise fees, the specific eligibility criteria, it all differs from state to state. Your local DMV website is your ultimate source of truth.
So, I want to leave you with this final important thought. Are you truly ready for your next flight or your next DMV visit? Think about it. You now have the full map. You know the 5 steps, you know the documents you need, and you fully understand the implications of the Real ID upgrade. So don't wait until the day before a big trip to try and figure this all out. Why not take control, initiate your renewal quest today, and secure that ID with absolute confidence? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and hey, happy renewing.